Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching The Big Bang Theory. This is the 14th episode of the 12th season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you like to watch today's full episode, it is available for a link in the description below. Just click in it, put the password in, and enjoy. If you're not yet voting for your most likely dislike characters, links are also in the description. 3 votes are allowed. Your results might be shown in the final episode of the season, which is fastly approaching. Honestly, it really, really is. I can't believe we're going to end the show, honestly. It's madness. However, you know, your results might be shown in the final episode, and I can't wait to see you guys choose. And obviously, fast approaching the final episode, we've got potential Nobel Prize winners being, you know, up for grabs. And Sheldon and Amy, last episode, was heavily invested in the storyline, to be honest. You know, was having a good creative discussion about who should be recommended, who's the founders, who's the people that should be acknowledged. You know, Sheldon and Amy have been doing this work, and they've done a lot of graft, and they've been working on it for months, and they've published it, and somebody's kind of proved what they you know, what their theory was and said it's correct. And now obviously the university is committed to it, and they're all going through it, and awards are obviously potentially being given out, and Nobel Prize recommendations are being handed in, and only 3 people can share a Nobel. 2 of these, and 2 other people are actually who proved their theory was correct, and now trying to fight and battle to be on that Nobel Prize. And the fact is, obviously, not to cover all ground in the last episode, but quite simply put, they're trying to say that they solved their theory and proved it was correct. They should be on it. And obviously Amy and Sheldon are like, not really, it was our theory, we should be on it. And then we had the deeper conversation of, if somebody does an equation but gets one aspect wrong and somebody changes it and solves it, who's the winner? Now, however, in their situation, Amy and Sheldon published it, nobody altered anything in their theory, somebody checked it and said you was correct. That, to me personally, in as simple terms as it can be, Sheldon and Amy are the ones that should be nominated for the Nobel Prize, and I'm hoping that stands. The university are going to stick by Sheldon, who I was proud of, who stood by his wife and said that if they're not going to nominate both of them, then they don't send a letter at all. You know what I mean? Because the other guys, university, wanted to cut Amy out completely, and Sheldon stuck up for her, and I was happy for that, and I'm excited to see where it goes. So, interesting storyline that I never thought I'd be invested in, but I fully am, and I can't wait to see where it goes. Thanks for checking out today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you do, please smash the like really up top. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
It's freezing out here.
Do you like me to heat things up?
No, I want to get in the hot tub before I lose a toe. Oh, that is bright.
Yeah, a new neighbor put in floodlights.
Howdy, neighbors. We haven't met yet. I'm Andy.
Oh, hello. Nice to meet you. You know, your new balcony kind of looks right over our fence.
You might want to put up some trees. We can see everything. Sorry, they're motion censored. They'll go off in a minute. Just try to stay still.
And his new balcony looks right down on our hot tub, which meant we couldn't do anything.
Are we done talking about Howard's failed conjugal relations? I have an actual Nobel Prize crisis to deal with.
Excuse me, remember you all came here to check out my cool new laser?
Oh, right. I'm gonna go wait in the car.
He said if we want privacy, we should plant some trees. The only way I know how to do that is to give $1 and a tree shows up in Israel.
I need some help with a meteorite I found. Oh no, I meant Raj. I really need an astrophysicist.
This is exactly like a dream I had. Except in the dream, you're Gal Gadot.
Anyway, I x-rayed this meteorite and it looks like there's some sort of organic signature inside of it, but I could really use another opinion.
Man, I actually think lasers are cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, they're actually cool lasers, aren't they?
City zoning office?
Yes, it is, or as we call it here, the zone zone.
Our neighbor built a balcony that looks right into our backyard, and we're trying to see if there's anything we could do about it.
Anything we can do?
Absolutely. Do you know if they have permits for the balcony?
Oh, no, we were hoping you could check.
I certainly can. I just need you to fill out a form, and we have them available in Armenian, Chinese, Cambodian, English, Farsi, Korean, Spanish, and Vietnamese.
English, obviously.
Well, we're not allowed to presume. That was a whole other meeting. If your neighbors don't have a permit, you can file an official complaint. But if they do have a permit, then you have to make the case that the balcony constitutes a nuisance, an encumbrance, or an encroachment, and you have to decide which because they are 3 totally separate forms.
However, I understand that seems like a lot of graft to go in there, but like, you know, first of all, if it's not got a permit, then you should win straight away. You should have to take it down because obviously it's not got authority from the council or whatever is to be able to put it up. If he does have the permit, that's fine on his behalf. However, the one thing that I think that they would be able to win with, literally, is the fact that the light encroaches the privacy of the garden. So, like, okay, if the balcony's there, you know, you can't really stop having the balcony if he's got the permit, because he can stand on his balcony if he sees in your garden. It's kind of unlucky. It's kind of like just having a window and you can see into next doors. You know, I can walk over there and I'll look out the window. I can see next door in the garden. If they were sunbathing, having a barbecue, I could see them. I literally could. It's, you know, nothing you can do about that. However, if I started putting lights up on my house and every time next door come out, I lit up their whole garden, I'm doing something that's having an impact on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, my light, if it only shed light in my zone and didn't impact theirs, then I'll be okay. However, you know, what they're moaning at is, okay, he's got a balcony and he can see into it. And personally, I think you can't do anything about that. Like, it's just how it is. However, the light is a situation. Every time you move, the light comes on. They're altering kind of your garden, your environment, your space. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not fair. You know, somebody can't put floodlights on the house, and every time you walk in, I light up all your front door. You know, I can light up my front door, and if the off spray of the light kind of like impacts it, that's fine. I'm not touching your property, but his is. I think that's where they've got that case from. Well, I feel like that's where they'd be able to challenge it.
You okay? Yeah. Great, because you just bought that whole row of Batman.
Do you want cold medicine? Stuart has the entire run of day quills, including the rare day quilt misprint from 1996.
If that Aquaman feels wet, it's not a gimmick. Leonard sneezed on it.
This meteorite that Bert found is really cool. We did a spectrographic analysis, and there's definitely something going on inside.
If you want, we could use my new laser to cut it open.
Whoa, you're not gonna cut open a meteor, are you? Have you not learned anything from comic books?
Calm down, Stuart. You're being a little crazy.
Oh, is he? Is he being crazy? Or is he the only one around here who's making any sense?
As dumb as unleashing a plague on mankind, but hey, what do we know?
Go back tomorrow.
The planning office, you lucky ducks.
Now we have to download all these forms and fill them out.
We get it. Your life is great. Stop rubbing it in.
Sheldon, if you like this stuff, why don't you come and do it with us?
Or instead of us?
Do you mean it? No, it's too late. You can't take it back. Yes.
Where's Raj?
He's working with Bert. They're probably cutting their stupid meteorite open with their stupid diamond saw.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm just a little run down. It might be a head cold.
Purell.
It's just so frustrating. I know my laser would be way more efficient.
Are you sure you're not just a little jealous?
No, it's just my way is better, but they won't even consider it.
Why don't you go to bed? I'll run out and get you some medicine.
It's okay. Stuart gave me some when I was at the comic book store. He's got plenty. His pill caddy is like this big.
You go to bed. I'll sleep out here on the couch.
No. You take the bed. I'll stay out here.
Even better. Sweet dreams, not bag.
Do you know what? In terms of him, I kind of understand it. You know, laser's pretty cool. Nobody's invested in it. However, I was just saying, it is Bert's project, and, you know, Raj can't answer for him. Raj might think, yeah, yours is actually cool. I would want to see your laser cut it open. It's a thinner slice, it's better, and it's like combining two things. We've got a meteor here, we've got a laser, we're chopping it up, we're doing two cool actions at once. However, it's not his choice, is it? And I think that's what Leonard needs to kind of understand. It's not like his friends don't want him to be involved, but, like, they can't answer for somebody else. You know what I mean? And also, he was saying there about the meds that Stuart takes. He's got like a whole boat for. Mate, I take 0. I never took anything. You know, I'm going to touch wood that I stay healthy, because, like, you know, you do see people all of the time. Like, my dad, every day he gets up, he's got like 10 different things. I've got to take this for low blood pressure or high blood pressure or whatever. He's got to take this for this and this vitamin, and I take this, and I'm like, fucking bloody hell, do you know what I mean? Like, you got all those things, you take them every day. How do you remember? You know what I mean? Like, touch wood. I don't even take NN. How long may that continue?
See what I'm talking about?
Oh, yes. Oh, that is textbook encroachment. And I know because I have the textbook. Oh, boy, you weren't kidding. Oh, those are 10,000 lumens if they're a lumen.
Well, you know what they say, when life gives you lumens, make luminade.
Based on the premise that lumen sounds like lemon?
He's going to enjoy it.
That's hilarious. Set back on property lines in this neighborhood. It must be on the permit from when you built your deck.
Yeah, my dad built this. We didn't do the whole permit thing.
Saying I'm standing on an unpermitted deck.
I mean,
how did the inspector not flag this when he came to check out your bathroom renovation? You're telling me that I have showered in an uninspected bathroom.
You showered in our house?
You made me hold your children. What did you expect me to do?
I didn't know that, you know. In the US, do you have to get requests to do alterations to existing rooms? I understand if you was knocking down a load-bearing wall, completely need to get an inspection. I mean, you would, in the UK, you wouldn't have to get approval from the council to put that decking in. However, if you was building an extension, so you was doing that thing that they said they've done a balcony, 100% need approval. If you was extending the house out, 100% need approval. If you was building a little bit of a decking or a seating area, no. You know, if you was inside the house and I wanted to change my bathroom, you know what I mean? I was like, I don't want the shower there anymore, want it over here, want a corner bath instead of like the middle room bath, don't have to get approval for that. That's what it sounded like he did, or I might have been misleading it. Unless he built a new room, took a wall down and put a bathroom in there, maybe, obviously, you would have to get that checked.
But you think you know people. They're rule breakers, Amy, and you know what we do with rule breakers?
Complain about them to our spouse until she's ready to drive into oncoming traffic? So I guess you're not gonna help them?
Oh, I'm gonna help them. Help them get on the right side of Johnny Law.
Oh, you can't turn them in? The city's gonna make them rip out all the work they've done and do it over. It would be the end of your friendship. Do this.
You know who doesn't get permits for their decks? Animals.
Animals don't have decks.
Oh, really? I have one word for you. Beavers.
If he takes it, he's going to absolutely ruin it
We're gonna
himself.
Cut that with this punk-ass diamond saw.
Hi, welcome to the Zone.
Oh, that's funny. You know someone in violation of the building code. Should I turn them in? And furthermore, if we're entertaining rules about when it's okay to break the rules, well, actually, where does it end?
All I can tell you is that the building codes are there for everyone's safety.
Well, so you're saying I have no choice but to turn them in. And remember that I laughed at your zone joke. Is that Linda back there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Been there that
What are
much,
you
he knows
doing?
him.
Showing you that this is the better way.
Does look pretty cool, that, doesn't it, to be fair?
Ah! Are you okay?
Ah,
Imagine.
Hungry.
keep eating bugs!
Having a bad dream.
Oh, thank God. I was eating my friends. Well, one friend and one acquaintance. You know what, Bert's okay, 2 friends. Color in my eyes.
I don't know, brown? No, green. No, wait, brown.
Oh, good, I'm awake.
Oh, that gets the heart going. I went down to the city code compliance office to turn you in. Realized that the unwritten rules of friendship are more important than the written rules of the city of Altadena zoning and planning department. This pent-up snitch energy, so I reported him hard. He's going to have to remove it. One of you be kind enough to take me home. I need to use my bathroom.
You guys got a second?
Leonard, I told you, buddy, we don't need to use your laser.
Yeah, all we need is Terry Bradshaw. That's what I named my saw.
And Amy might win a Nobel Prize, and now you guys have this cool meteorite project.
Really? You're jealous of us?
Yeah. I even had this crazy dream last night where I ate you both.
Who'd you eat first?
Oh, you.
Nice.
Those were the ones that got him in trouble.
Who cares?
I do. I met his wife. She seems really nice.
You guys know Sheldon Cooper?
No, we do not.
I mean, to be fair, like, the council shouldn't be disclosing who reported them.
This mirror's no one been in the store for hours.
Nobody's in the street.
Huh. Strange. Lock up here.
Okay, so what do we do?
Well, if this is a worst case scenario and we're the last 2 people alive, we're gonna have to rebuild civilization. You know, it might also be up to us to repopulate the Earth.
Wait here, I'm gonna brush my teeth.
Sorry, we're closed.
It's going on Yelp.
Do you know what I actually never thought about, but like them just saying that then is if there was only 2 people left on Earth and you was to, you know, reproduce, like, you would all be incest, would you not? That's why, like, you think about it, because you would all stem from the 2 people. Like, I've never actually deeped it, but if you think about it, say that these had 5 kids. Who would those 5 kids repopulate with? They'd have to repopulate with themselves, wouldn't they? Or the parents, which is even crazier. Like, it sounds fucking crazy. But, like, I've never actually thought of that before. You know? That is actually pretty mad. This is a decent film, I believe, anyway. It's pretty decent. When I watched it when it was in the cinemas, it's called Passengers with Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence in. And they're travelling through space and they're supposed to be moving from one planet to another. And I think they awake before it, and they're like, we need to repopulate it and get ready for civilization. And it's like, that's interesting as well. You know, I never thought of it on a deeper level like them, but it's interesting. Like, obviously Sheldon, segue, has gone in to report Howard and Bernadette, realised that obviously moral code, friends, mean more to him than a law, which I believe the decking outside is pretty stupid, to be honest. I don't think that you would need permission for that. However, he's let the guy next door have full force. He's had to remove it. Now, I think it's interesting that the city would actually release the information of the person that actually reported it. Do you know who Sheldon Cooper is? It should literally be anonymous. You could get hunted down. Do you know what I mean? Like, they can search you out on social media, on Facebook, where you work, come after you, do your house in, paying to you. So I feel like it's an interesting one. However, he is right. If you build a balcony and you got permission, that's fine. But if you haven't, it needs to be taken down. And if you have, you also shouldn't be encroaching the other person's boundary line, their property. Your light shouldn't be encroaching their garden. So every time they come in, your environment starts lighting up theirs. It's pretty interesting, but obviously I think the ultimate goal in that one anyway was actually correct. Now, we haven't seen Raj with Anu in, I believe it's like 2 episodes, ever since that he said, like, should we go on a date? They agreed to not really get married, but he wanted to still try and take her out. We've not really seen the extension of that, and we are dwindling towards the end, so I don't know how they're going to finish up. I'm hoping that they end up being in a happy, stable kind of relationship. You don't have to be married, you don't have to have everybody married off, do you? However, it'd be really nice to obviously see him. We haven't seen the extension of obviously Leonard and Zach, being the sperm donor to him. So there's loads of storylines kind of going on. We've got the Nobel Prize, we've got the potential child, we've got the Anu and Raj going on, and well, Penny obviously now working with Bernadette. It's actually it's nice to see and progressing slowly. And this episode, I feel like it didn't have any ties to the previous ones. You know what I mean? With kind of a lot of stuff going on, but I didn't mind it. I thought it was naturally an interesting one. And like I said, sometimes you just need these ones here and there. You can't continue with every storyline going, but again, like I said, talking about stuff that's happening, I'm enjoying this bit, Denise and Stuart storyline as well. Really, really good. They're getting a bit of airtime, and it's nice to see everything going on. So I'm excited to see how we go. We're getting close to the end, and I personally have no idea how we're actually going to finish the show. That's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you have not yet voted for your most liked characters throughout the whole entire franchise, please do. 3 votes are allowed. Links in the description. Your results might be shown in the final episode. It's always interesting to do. It's exciting to see. I might think that every single person is going to vote Sheldon. Then they click on it and Amy, Bernadette and Penny are the top 3. But like, what? You know what I mean? Like, this is where your vote gets to come into it. And it's always good that you got 3 votes as well, because sometimes, you might have one bang on character that you 100% want to put in there. But like, then when you've got an extra 2 votes, you're like, do you know what? That person has interest in me. I actually really like Stuart. Every time he's been in it, I've enjoyed the scenes. I'll stick him in there. I've got 3 votes. Why not? It's not going to do any harm. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, options are all there. Excited to see obviously who you guys choose. And in today's episode, we're seeing here that Leonard, he's kind of feeling a bit left out. Everybody's kind of going on doing their projects, and he's left on his own. He's sick as well. He had his allergies, and it was an interesting little like vision or like dream that he had. To be honest, it was I think it's better. Like, I don't mind when Arthur Jeffries is in it. Like, sometimes all like Sheldon's dreams are a little slow, where like Leonard's dream was kind of a bit fast paced. You know what I mean? It stuck to what he was wanting to in real life, using a laser, and then obviously he woke up and he was like a zombie, and he tried eating him, and then he woke up again, and then tried eating Penny, and he woke up again. Come in, he's apologised, said, look, feel a little bit left out. Yeah, if you don't want to use a laser, that's fine. To be honest, we didn't actually see them cut it open, did we? We seen Leonard do it, and it looked pretty interesting, but we didn't actually see these guys do it. He just wants to be part of stuff, He was part of a team with Howard that took off about the military. Then obviously Sheldon's doing this really good thing with Amy, and they're fighting for the Nobel, and now obviously we've got Raj on the side not working with Bert, and he's just kind of floating like, what's going on with me? You know what I mean? And I understand that, and he wants to just take part, be part of the team. Now again, Sheldon helped the group out today. Don't really blame him. Knowing him, he's not going to go and ever use that toilet or go on that decking ever again. I think it's mad, really, that these people like him in real life. These people that are so hardcore that'll be like that. I'm not coming around anymore until you got approval that this is safe to be here. It's like before when he was sneezing and he got Purell. He just left the apartment. He's mad, isn't he? Honestly, he really is a mad one. But like I said, we're getting towards the end of the show. It's interesting. We're on episode 14 now, so obviously we're going to 24, so 10 left. 9 to get your votes in for the right characters to be displayed in the last episode. Still got a lot of stuff going on, as I was mentioning, with the Nobel Prize and Raj, his situation, obviously with his relationship. and the little bits going on with everybody else's as well. But the Nobel Prize is one that I'm fully invested in now. Obviously, want to see Leonard maybe have the child. Well, not him. It's not his child, is it? It's Zach's. But I want to see that progress. I feel like it's a good one to drop in, and it'll make me happy to see him happy and them happy. It's always good when you see people bond over babies and families and coming together in it. And you know, Penny's actually doing really good in the career, and she's getting a team now, and she's managing it up. And I feel like this season would have been good if it was last season, like just before the end, you know what I mean? Because I feel like we've done well in building lots of stories up. I feel like some seasons that we've watched, there's been stories going on, but it's been like one predominant story, where this one I feel like there's lots of little things going on that I'm actually really interested in all of them, and they're all going to come to a halt and an end together, you know what I mean? But it is interesting, and like I said, I have no idea how we're going to finish it off and what we're going to do with everybody, and how we're going to see it out, if it's going to be a happy or sad ending. I don't know. Thanks for checking out today's episode though. If you did enjoy it, please smash like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.